How are you, Tove Lo?
Ooh, I'm great. How are you doing?
Fine. I mean, it's so good to have you again back here in Mexico, talking to us here in Alfa 91.3. You just are getting back to the stages. I mean, first Coachella, now Guadalajara, the third. Yeah.
Yes. Yeah, the third show. I did. At Coachella, I went out with Flume for his performance, and then I did a couple club shows in Orange County before coming to Corona Capital, and it was so much fun. The crowd was crazy. It was amazing.
Which was like the moment that you feel like these chills of emotion and adrenaline, maybe a song, maybe the moment when you just step out to the stage?
I mean, I think as soon as I step out, I feel that, it's like an instant adrenaline kick.
But these 2 years, I mean, in the pandemic for you, you were working a lot, and also with a new challenge, brave, scary, great. I have a word that I made up for you. You were in that pandemic, like releasing your own independent label. How was it?
Well, it's so far my first release, so hard to say quite yet. It's so new, but I love it so far. I feel just very good about being in control, and I mean, even though I had a great relationship with my old label, they would let me do what I wanted, even though sometimes they didn't understand why I was doing some things. But I don't know, I like being sort of in charge of everything.
Yeah, and how was it to you, like the most scary thing, or when you said, I want to make my own label?
Well, I think it was kind of a natural progression of meeting with a bunch of different labels and not feeling I got a few offers, but I didn't really feel that connection or excitement from them, and so I don't know. And I've thought about it a lot over the years, and I have fellow artist friends who have done it, and I just and when I partnered up with M Theory, who is like artist services, so they kind of take care of, like, I start my label and then hire them to take care of everything sort of that needs to be done, which is a really great setup because they have great people working with them that I really like, and it's kind of been interesting just meeting a whole new crew of people, and like with fresh eyes and fresh ears who are like, we're so ready to work with this, and so it's been scary, but so far really good.
Good. I mean, you've been working with a lot of people, and you took your time to release new music. Like, let's go in a chronological order. So first it was How Long, the one that you just like after 2 years, the first video, here you go. When did you say, now it's time to go out with new music?
Well, that one was interesting because it was part of the Euphoria soundtrack. So that was very tied to when they were putting out the soundtrack. But I kind of was like, I want to leave a little bit of, even though it's very much like my song and it's going to be on the album, everything, I still felt like I want to wait a little until I put out my first like own release. So but I've been ready for 2 years.
Yeah. And now let's go to the latest single. Maybe I have to say this, like off the record, you almost caused my own like divorce, because my partner was like, why are you singing? We need to talk. You've been singing for 2 days. No one died from love. And she was like, are you okay? Are you okay? And I'm like, it's the song. It's so good. I need to sing it all the time.
I love that.
So how was it to you, like blood, sweat, tears in this new single? How was it shooting the video that is just amazing?
Thank you. I mean, it was great. I mean, we shot it here in Mexico City at a house that's the architect Agustin Hernandez Navarro. And it's Amalia Hernandez's house.
The dancer.
Yeah, exactly. So she was, gracious enough to open up this home, and it was great. I mean, we shot for 3 days. It was very intense, very long hours, but it just went so well. Yeah, I'm so happy with the outcome. We did so many rehearsals, because the dancer in the robot costume can't really see or hear anything, so we have to, like, when we're dancing together, we had to practice to make sure that she didn't accidentally punch me, like in her doing her moves, and we all took turns getting sick, and it was very like dramatic and intense, but I still felt so happy with it every day because it was just looks so incredible.
How was when you saw like the result for the first time, when they said like, sit down, this is the video?
I mean, I think I only had a couple notes. I was very, very happy with it. Yeah.
And the idea of Annie 3000? It's so great.
Yes. Well. So Alaska, the directors, is a Brazilian director duo who I've done a video with before. They're just amazing storytellers. And when I sent the song to them, I was like, all I want is for it doesn't have to follow the story of the song, but I want it to feel very cinematic.
Yeah.
And very like big, And Marco just called me and my creative director back and was like, I think I have a pretty good idea. And he just told us the love story basically. And I was just like, I don't even want to hear any other ideas. This is the only thing I want to do. This is it. I can see it. So
which was, you asked the fans on Instagram which were their favorite moments of the video. To me it was like the pinky finger and everything. To you?
I do love that moment. It's very cute. The little no, that was a very perfect touch. I think my favorite moment is the slow motion shots of us dancing at the party. I think are really beautiful. Yeah, I love that shot.
Honestly, the video is just so great. It's visually
you.
beautiful.
Thank
and
you.
all the details, like when you're seeing the magazines and then the phone that these weird signs.
Yeah, it needs to be a feature film.
It also made me think like no one dies from love, but in your experience talking about love, this therapy video, how can you kill love?
Well, I feel, for me, what's killed love in the past is, I think just like when you lose respect for each other, I think that's when, because then all the other stuff happens, like you neglect each other, or you, one person betrays the other one, or you just like, you put them down in front of other people. Like I kind of just, as soon as you stop respecting each other, I think that kills love.
Okay. And I also like the idea of Annie 3000, this beautiful story where she feels a lot. And that made me feel, that made me remember a podcast that I like. It's called Everything is Alive. It's amazing because it tells stories about everything, a chair, a Coke that is in the supermarket, and just telling the story
I get
of
emotional
things.
about everything. So.
Yeah. So it made me think like, Tove Lo is a girl that she, your notebook and writing songs.
Yeah.
If your songwriting book could talk, which kind of stories would it tell about the next album?
I think just very personal and vulnerable stories, I actually the notebook I've used for this album is was the one that my friend Kenny, who's a photographer who comes with me on tour and stuff.
Okay.
He made it for me, and it's like he's put all these like vintage magazine clippings on inside and out that reminded him of me. So that's been the one that I've been using for this album. So that makes it even more special, I think, even more personal.
I think that also the notebook's gonna say, hey, I've tried something new for the first time, a ballad.
Yes.
True romance. I just saw the videos on your Instagram stories. I wanted to cry. I saw your emotion. How was it to be that vulnerable? Is it the most challenging song in the songwriting of the next
I think
album?
so, because of how it took me. Basically, I had the melody over the sort of instrumental first, like and then I was like, what is this song about? I know it's dramatic, but I don't have the lyrics figured out yet, and it took me a long time to make sure the lyrics fit the melody perfectly and worked phonetically and everything. But I think it's the most challenging song to sing, but I love singing it. Yeah, it's very powerful.
And what's the most satisfying of this all new music that you've released, are going to release?
It's hard to say. I think No One Dies From Love is definitely one of those, because I wrote that in January 2020. So I've been holding on to that one for a long time. So it feels really, really good to have that out in the world now.
So now the people are gonna just crave to see you live. No One Dies From Love. Everybody's wanna happy, sad, dance this song everywhere around the world. If you could pick any weird place to play Anywhere in the world or in the space, or I don't know.
still haven't played Iceland, and I really want to play Iceland. Yeah.
Okay, that would be great.
Yeah.
So here in Mexico, we are in the Cineteca Nacional. So this is a beautiful story about our heritage in films, Mexican films. The first one was in a fire. So this one is the new one, and this one is like new, like from a remodelation from 10 years ago. And the first movie that they put here in 2012, it was Jaws. And I saw that you were a big fan of Jaws. If you could pick any movie to watch again for the first time, what would it be?
Oh, it's definitely not Jaws. Probably the Kill Bill movies.
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
yeah. I love Kill Bill.
Okay, and also besides the great music, we've seen your actress, talents also, like in the short film, in Immigrants, a great film.
Thank you.
If you could pick a new genre to act again, would you do it?
It was quite interesting to do like a period piece for my first movie, set in the 1850s. I think I would love to do like some kind of sci-fi futuristic. I think it's cool to be set in a completely different world than the one I'm living in. So that would be cool.
Would you dress up like Annie 3000 with the whole costume?
For sure. Yeah. I'll do
Did you
that.
try it?
I did not try it. It was.
Sorry. I think that the sign was about to.
The dancer Ines, she was a lot skinnier than me, so there's no way I could have fit in her robot costume. It was like glued to her body.
Okay. And also you have a lot of checklists like Done, like Duran Duran song was great. Kylie Minogue in your last album. If you could do another checklist.
Oof. Who would that be? Oh my god, I checked off so many now. I'm kidding. No, but who would that be? Rihanna is still on my checklist for sure, and Sia is still on there. Tame Impala would be cool.
Oh, great.
I have a long list. Yeah.
Okay, so now I'm gonna twist the question. I love the cover of "Good for You," Olivia Rodrigo. If you could pick any artist from any genre to make a cover of "No One Dies from Love,"
oh wow, ooh, who would that be? That's a really good question.
any genre.
I mean, I'm still like a pop bitch. I'm still in the pop genre. I would love to hear Doja Cat. Because she has an amazing singing voice too, and I would just love to hear her, see what she would do with it.
That would be great. Well,
she'd probably give it more like it would be dirtier in a good way.
a lot dirtier.
Yeah.
So Tove Lo, thank you for your time. The video "No One Dies from Love" is amazing.
Thank you.
Honestly, you deserve millions of views. And you love your work.
I do, I love it
and
very
we
much.
can see that. Do you have final message to your Mexican fans?
Just that it was great to see some of you at Corona Capital the other night. You were an amazing crowd. I can't wait to come back and play again for you. I hope you love the new music.
Thank you, Tove Lo.
Thank you.
En Alfa 91.3.
Entrevistas Alfa.